Hey guys, Pookie the Wolf, not a furry. Today I wanted to do a fun video for the end of the year. This will probably be my last video as far as actual videos. I'll probably do some live streams before the end of the year. But I wanted to do something fun because I got a little lazy on the trip I took in October to New York Comic Con. It was something I wanted to scratch off my bucket list. I am so glad I went. So I wanted to show you that trip and the things I got there. And then probably at the end of the video I will kind of wrap up with what I want to do at the end of the year and how I feel about some of the things that have happened this year. So, let me go ahead and show you my trip. I just absolutely loved being here. It was a struggle to get there at first, but you know, with all conventions, it's going to be busy. New York, especially. But I'm just so glad I went. It's really such a fun time to go. Getting there, of course, was a little bit busy. We had to get through a lot of stuff considering that we drove there, which is a mistake, I think, in itself. But I'd advise you not to drive if you're going to go to New York. And just enjoy everything that's around, because I had fun just looking at everyday things that people just didn't give a crap about. Looking like a tourist, I think, some people see as an issue, but I got to enjoy some good New York cuisine. Something called some farmer called McDonald. The food was good. I enjoyed it. It almost seemed almost too processed, but you know, some restaurants get that way, especially fancy ones sometimes. There was a bunch of pigeons. Don't know why they just hung out, and they were there every day. They're just kind of like a hangout spot, I guess, for birds, flying rats. But yeah, it's once we got to the Javits Center, I think around 10, then it was just kind of smooth sailing once you get in there. And for people who haven't gone to like conventions, there's a scale to it. If you're going to just random conventions, and it's fun to just kind of check out other people's things, but this one was fun because you could check out a lot of the cool stuff that you never really see at other small town conventions, which I really liked. Even to just look at stuff I would probably never be able to afford, but me being a pop collector too was a lot of the motivation to go through each and every booth of the convention floor. It was so big. There were so many cool like figures. There's an Agumon and Gabumon. That was like something I wanted to go take a picture with, and I never got a chance to. I should have just went over there and just took a picture, pushed back that guy with the ponytail. But hey, you know, the convention floor in general is just huge. If you've ever been to Javits Center, it's just amazing. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's bigger than most. A lot of the times, the first day we got stopped because Bones decided to be Bray Wyatt. Unfortunately, we lost him last year, and a lot of people loved the fact that Bones dressed up as him. I checked out a lot of things as far as just every booth I could. With that kind of stuff, I wanted to soak in as much as I could and try to go as many days as I could. And it was just so much fun to do. But the place is just absolutely huge. If your feet don't hurt by the end of the day, you're not doing it right, I think. There's just some wild things that people make. Very creative people. And of course, at the end was a lot of the companies like Funko. That guy waving to me for some reason. Don't know that guy, but he decided to wave anyway. But hey, you know. Funko had this whole line in a reserve service, but a lot of the fun things you can do when you're at these conventions is check out the new stuff that's happening and the huge displays they have. There was a huge one for X-Men and like clothing, I guess to promote X-Men 97, but they had this whole setup there, and there's just like Letterman jackets and stuff. They had, of course, a lot of animes. They did a huge Cell and Goku, and there was also a Piccolo. A lot of the stuff I wanted to see was, NECA and all these different types of companies that make, like, statues and stuff, such as Diamond Select and Jazzware, and just NECA has a lot of stuff, too, that I buy as far as gargoyles and the turtles. I mean, I collect a lot of turtle stuff, but they're just cool to just see what's going to come out in the next couple of years. It's just a lot of fun to see the new stuff that haven't been actually out yet. It is probably the best part for me as far as getting there the first day. I don't know if I plan on collecting all of The Last Ronin, but a lot of the stuff that came out or they were showing off that day was just awesome. And then more of the movie stuff. They're promoting the new Dragon Ball Z movie, I guess, where Piccolo turns orange or something. Forgive me, anime fans, if you're watching. I don't know. Just being in the Javits Center, it's just... I mean, look at that. It's just amazing to be there. The displays they show, it's just so much different than a normal convention. And artwork done by Alex Ross. This was the second day. Me, Bones, and Alyssa decided to do the one. I don't know if you've seen our other videos, but we did the boys. I was the deep. I've done it in other videos if you want to go check them out. Galaxy Cons. But yeah, this is the second day. There's a lot of people just doing a lot of cosplay. It's very difficult to kind of get people's attention. I mean, even the friggin' Wendy's Frosty was there, just taking pictures with people. It's a bit wild with all the different people. There was old school or like comic book version of Nebula. It's just a lot of definitely cool niche stuff. A lot of people doing mixed crossover cosplays. It's just a lot of fun. There's just a whole bunch of people trying to get pictures with each other, and some of them are just blown away by each other's outfits. And some of the best times to go to a convention is when there's a good community of people who are just having fun. It was a very tiring day. I don't think a lot of the times I got to record the second day as much as the first day. But it was definitely worth just... I don't know. I'm glad that I didn't record all of it because I wanted to just breathe it all in and enjoy the time I had. But that was the end of day 2. And I didn't go to the Saturday, but I did go to Sunday, and I went by myself because I wanted to do as much as I could here. Because this is an experience for me. There were some birds in the morning. Don't know what that was about, but it was deep in like Philly. And they were just kind of hanging out eating, I guess, Dunkin'. I was thinking it was a waffle from Dunkin'. I just figured I'd record that because I thought it was fun. I can never really get over seeing New York. I think it's just the nerd in me loving Spider-Man or, you know, Ninja Turtles. It's just a lot of the overall scale of that city that I really love. And that so much that I love goes on in it, even if it's in a fictional world. I don't know. It's just something I think about where every time I go there, it just means a lot because it's one of those things that you see all over the time. Whether it's like media or just stuff that you see, reading, or just... It's used a lot in a lot of things, and I think that's why I love it so much. It's so much of what I love takes place in New York. And it's just in awe every time I see it. My third day was somewhat exhausting. I had to get to a certain place right away. But it's still just amazing to just be in that building. overall, I was busy doing a lot of stuff that I didn't film too much as far as the show floor. But I have to say, I loved being in New York Comic Con. I don't ever want to forget this trip. It's one of my favorites I've ever been to. For me, it was just such a big deal, and I'm just so glad I got to enjoy every bit of it. Whether I'll go again, I don't know, anytime this year or next year. I'll give it a little break, because to be honest, after New York Comic Con, I was very conventioned out. But I enjoy the Javits Center, and I enjoyed New York Comic Con, and I cannot wait to go back whatever year that may be. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I hope to be back someday. I know what you're thinking. What did I get? Let me show you. Not this. This is just I'm wearing it because I want to. So, Becky, can you just not right now? Jesus Christ. Just off to the side, okay? I'll do it for now. For now. So basically, the biggest get for me was this friggin' bag. Look at this bag. You could hold an infant in here. That's not an exaggeration. You can hold an infant in here. But yeah, so some of the stuff I got. Probably one of the biggest ones. A signed figure by a Mr. John Carpenter. Pretty awesome. Line huge. Had planned it for, what was it? I had planned it for the Saturday, or maybe Friday. No, I planned it for Friday or Thursday. He got so busy that I couldn't get to him till Sunday. Thank God I had Sunday booked already, because then I know what convention I went to, what year. I know you can get this probably anywhere, but still. So, Palm. She was just a joy to talk to. Karen Gillan, who's Nebula, she was so busy. Or no, she was planned for Thursday, and then they switched it to Friday, and I'm like, well... They're like, well, we can switch it to Saturday. It was weird. They pretty much had her set up for Thursday, and then they were like, oh, she's not supposed to be there Thursday, so the thing you paid for doesn't work. And then they later on were like, oh, we are going to acknowledge your Friday or Thursday thing, so you can still do it on whatever day. Problem is that that's why I got the Endgame pop instead of the Guardians 2, because of the fact that I couldn't go back home, my home in Pennsylvania, and get the pop that I wanted to get signed. But that's no matter. That's fine. The other two I got signed were Kraglin by Sean Gunn. I love how you can see the camera in the reflection. It's fun stuff. And Mercedes, you might know her as Sasha Banks. I got her to sign her character from The Mandalorian. I thought that'd be cooler than having her sign Sasha Banks because, you know, Star Wars. Plus, I never really watched her career as a wrestler. But as far as wrestling, got a figure. See, the bag is too big for its own damn good. I got MJF to sign my CM Punk MJF dog collar match from Revolution 2022, 2023? One of the two. As you can see, he decided to sign it and then sign an X through CM Punk. My feelings on the matter are neither here nor there. So that was that. And then I got a few things signed. First off, let's table this one. I got pictures with Orange Cassidy. Unfortunately, Adam Cole was supposed to be there as well, but he ended up canceling because he, at the time, had, in September, damaged his ankle, and it was shattered in 3 places, so that's fine. I got the one, at least. I plan on having Danhausen sign up here because this is the debut match for Danhausen. And I have Orange, and then hopefully get Adam Cole eventually as well. The second one is the all-out big meaty men slapping meat. Sorry if you're not wrestling fans and you don't understand what the hell I'm talking about. But Miro versus Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs signed right there. I don't think you can even see it, but it's in red. So yeah. He signed there in red. I'm sorry if the camera quality is horrible. I also got this somewhere in November. I'm just wearing it around because I wanted to show it off because I haven't had a video to show it off and I don't really want to do an unboxing. It's just a title. It's the WCW World Heavyweight title. I wanted to get one. You know, no big deal. That's it. But this is, I have to say, and it's not because of the popularity now, but this is probably my favorite thing. Headlock Comics, I believe it is. I'm going to double check. Darren, you gotta check that and make sure they get recognition. Headlock Comics. It's not the first time I've met him, but it was a couple of drawings he did. He does a comic line with other people where you say certain wrestlers will get a chance to make their own comic book and make their own storyline up. A lot of people have done it. Mick Foley, Adam Cole, just different people, and you can buy the comic books. I think it is Headlock Comics. Great dude. I've met him before. But yeah, this is probably my favorite. It is a signed picture drawing that he did, signed by Rhea Ripley. I fucking love it. It's awesome. Just the design. It looks very much cartoonish, I guess. But still, you can know what it is, I guess. I don't know. I love this one though. But yeah. Overall, I had a lot of fun. And spent a lot of money. I wish I had more of... It was such a flustered situation. But I wanted to go. I figured I'd try to record as much as I could, and I hope you enjoyed what I recorded. I love everything about that trip. It is something that will be with me forever. It's I felt like going I went to Disneyland for the first time. I actually could enjoy it. I could actually just embrace everything that was happening. Other conventions are fun, but this one was very big. I got to meet a lot of people I don't think I ever would have met. John Carpenter being one of them. John Carpenter was so huge. One of my favorite movies was The Thing. Just in general, there's one big person that I'm on the hunt for still, and that's Keith David for The Thing, Princess and the Frog, Spawn. Just so much stuff that he's done. Hopefully I'll be able to record that experience whenever I get a chance to meet him. Fingers crossed. But yeah, it was just such a fun day. It was a fun weekend. I'm sorry. I'm trying to relive all the situations that happened. I loved it. I think this year was quite amazing. There wasn't really that much bad stuff, but also I felt like I dealt with a lot of depression this year. And I do. I go in waves and it just happens. But as far as the channel, I think we grew really... I don't know where I started this year at the beginning of the year, but I am now up to 150. And that is huge for me. I never would have thought I would even get this far. That's way past my Twitch numbers, because my Twitch was way higher than my YouTube at one point. But I never would have thought I would have got to 150. Shorts are helping out a lot, and just in general, just the support from everybody who's been helpful, doing live streams, being there for live streams. Bones, Jenna, the Waffle Town, AJ, Dan, Sump, Joe, Sky, Justin. It's so many people that I want to thank for this year. I'm beyond grateful for everyone who's helped me out. Even Kibbles and me are doing our podcast. That if you watch wrestling, you might enjoy that too. But a lot of people have just grown in numbers watching that or listening to that, and in just the stuff I do, the live streams. it's just been amazing how much support I've gotten from everyone who's playing stuff with me and doing stuff with me. A-Dee and Bones, especially because of the fact that they are also doing their own channel, which you should check out. Bonezy Gaming, and A-Dee. They are already in my community page. You can check them out at any time. Just the two of them being helpful, doing stuff with me. I hope to do more stuff with A-Dee very soon. I have some ideas for stuff to do with just him and me, but I'll see if he's up for it and see if he's game. But yeah, just everyone who's helped with, whether it's shorts, streams, just everything in general, I love to do, and hopefully in the future we can do a lot of stuff that I promised last year. A lot of stuff being the Waffletown series. If you're not familiar, I wanted to make an overarching story that involved me going from game to game in a fictional world. So hopefully we can do that and finish that. Some speed bumps that I've hit along the way as far as when I wanted to start it last year, in the beginning of last year, and hopefully we'll be able to finish that. But yeah, I can't thank the people enough. Everyone who's helped, and everyone who's just been there for the channel. If you're subscribed to me and you're watching this, thank you. If you're going to be subscribed to me, or if you're watching this for the first time, I just want to say thank you for anything you do, whether you leave a comment, whether you leave a like, whether you've watched a live stream, whether you watch a short and thought it was funny. In general, I really appreciate all of you guys. I just am absolutely thankful for, like, the people I mentioned earlier: Joe, Sky, Jenna, A-Dee, Justin, Waffletown, which means Bones, Dan, Sump, AJ. Just being there. Just doing videos with me. Hopefully doing more videos that they're not comfortable with. I know a lot of time Waffletown doesn't want to do stuff with me that I like to do. But hopefully just a lot more viewers, a lot more subscribers. And I'm just so very grateful. If you're watching this and I named you, just thank you. Thank you so much, because I've really grown as a channel this year, and I don't think I would have done it without you guys. So, yeah. Hopefully we do awesome next year. And, who knows, maybe we'll reach 300, maybe 200. To be honest, if we just keep growing, I don't care where we get. I just appreciate having fun with you guys, and hope we can do it some more. So thank you. You know what I mean? Like Club Penguin,
I don't know, Digimon are pretty cool though.
Well, yeah. Club Penguin, Digimon, and then Pokemon. You know what I mean? That's how the hierarchy is. Is it Club Penguin? Maybe I'm thinking Neopets.
I don't know what Club Penguin is.
Neopets, that's what I'm thinking of. Club Penguin, Neopets, Digimon, then Pokemon.
I don't even know what Club Penguin is.
Well, yeah, because it's not around anymore. You're probably pretty young. You alright,
I'm 35.
Okay, well then...